Welcome back to John's Music. In today's video, we are finally reviewing an electric guitar. We have reviewed a lot of acoustic guitars in the past, almost more than 90 videos. But finally, we are here with an electric guitar. And the first guitar we would like to review is the ESP LTD EC256. This is an Eclipse series. So this is EC256. We have all the colors around me. We're going to get into detail right now. Let's check it out. The EC256 has come out few years ago with a lot of color options. In fact, there are not many guitars in this price range with so many color options. There is an Eclipse series which is a high-end also, but this is an affordable series which is under 50,000 rupees. All these guitars are made in Indonesia. And before we get into the specs, let's check out the color. So EC256 comes in two options. One is the EC256 and one is EC256 FM. The FM stands for flamed maple. So the other colors where you see this kind of stripes, those are the flamed maple options. These, however, do not have any of that kind of pattern. So this is the snow white color in my hand. One of the very beautiful white color looking guitars. If you are a fan of white guitars, this is one of the few options available out there. The second option what we have here is the gloss black variant of the EC256. This is the only one with golden hardware. You won't see this in the other options. Even the satin black for that matter only has black matte keys. This is the only one with golden hardware, bridge, pickups and all of that. Again, a beautiful looking black color. The third guitar that I have in my hand here is the satin black option of EC256. Again, a beautiful looking guitar. Very well made as well. So the next one what we have here is the EC256 FM. The FM stands for flame maple like we discussed. This has this kind of a flame stripes which makes the guitar look really nice. This color what we have here is cobalt blue. Beautiful looking color again. The back part also has a kind of a pattern. It's not exactly a plain blue and the hardware is silver. The next one of my favorites, is the EC256 see-through purple sunburst. This is again one of the few guitars that is available in purple. The EC256 FM has really good colors, one cobalt blue as we saw, and this is the purple one. The backside again has a certain kind of a pattern but not very visible. You should notice that if this in low light might not look very purple, it might look a little towards black because this is already a very dark color. You won't have that issue with the blue, but if this is very low light or if I take the guitar sideways, this might end up looking like a little more darker black color. And the last one what we have here is the vintage natural. There used to be another color called lemon drop available earlier. Now it's not really available. This is the newer one, the vintage natural. Has the natural looking top and the backside is dark brown with again certain patterns. It's not plain dark. This is a mahogany body, so you can see the grains very clearly on this guitar. So that was the color options available in EC256 and EC256 FM. A lot of choices, to be honest, to choose from. So I think this is made so that it appeals a larger audience who needs maybe a white, maybe a black, matte black, purple. So it suits a lot of wide range of audience in terms of color. Now it's time to get into specifications. Starting most importantly, the body. ESP256 and 256 FM both are mahogany body and mahogany neck. However, the FM model will have a flamed maple top as well along with the mahogany body. So tone wise it's not going to be different. This is mainly just intended for the look aspect of it. Other than that, tone wise it won't really have an impact. Coming to the hardware, we have ESP branded tuning keys, really stable die-cast tuning keys. Now speaking about the bridge, this is a fixed bridge. The other variants are usually the Floyd Rose and the tremolo bridge. The fixed bridge is something that gives the most tuning stability among the others. That's why we recommend this more to beginners and intermediates, because you won't really have any tuning stability. Suppose you're bending a string, you won't really lose any kind of tuning, and this bridge is one of the most stable out there. And I'm not saying that the higher end guitars with Floyd Roses are the same, they are pretty stable, but it's more on the entry level segment where a fixed bridge is much better for a beginner and intermediate guitarist. Also, the string changing is really easy on a fixed bridge. You just have to insert strings from here and you can put it up just like your acoustic guitar. The Floyd Rose may or may not be easy as per the person's experience, because the string installation is a little tricky, and also if you change the gauge of the strings, the Floyd Rose adjustments do change. That is not the case with fixed bridges. Suppose you want to go from a 9 gauge to a 10 gauge to 11 gauge, the bridge would not move. The Floyd Rose has that problem. So suppose your guitar is set up on a 10 gauge string and you want to experiment with a little heavy sound in 11 gauge, your Floyd Rose settings will move. So that you won't at all find with fixed bridge guitars, and that's why we really like fixed bridge guitars, in especially the entry level to the mid segment guitars. Coming to the fretboard is roasted Jatoba. Jatoba has been the alternate wood for rosewood since a while. Really stable and strong wood. Does not really have the dark color of a rosewood, but this is what it is now. A lot of companies have accepted Jatoba and walnut as their fretboard choice. Coming to the pickups, both are humbucker pickups designed by ESP itself. This is LH150N and LH150B, that is the neck and the bridge pickup. Other controls wise, we have volume for individual pickups, and we have a single tone knob controlling the tone for both of them. Now, one of the important features that they have added into this is the push-pull toggle switch. So why exactly a toggle switch is important is because now there are two humbucker pickups, so that means you are generally tending to have a little more punchier, heavier sound. But if you have some kind of a blues sound that you're looking for, a little more thinner sound, you really want a single coil guitars. So a guitarist might not want to invest in two guitars where one guitar is an HSS configuration, a humbucker single coil, and the second guitar is two humbuckers. So single coil is definitely one of the interesting sounds. It's not that humbucker is better or single coil is better. Both have their individual flavor to the sound, and that is something that a guitarist would like to have in his guitar, where he can play around with the choices of sound. So this switch, what it does is, this humbucker pickup, it will split into a single coil. So suppose you have selected the bridge pickup, so you put it up, so now this is active and you do not want that punchy humbucker sound, you can just lift this and this will be split into two single coils. So you can have a single coil sound out of your bridge pickup, and suppose you want to move it to the center, so there will be two single coils operating, and when you put it down, it will be the single coil of the bridge pickup. So sound options wise, when we calculate, it is the neck sound, the middle sound, we get the bridge sound, and with the split option we get three more options too. So you can play around with a lot of sound options with a coil split option. This is something that many guitars do not have in this price range. So ESP has definitely thought about the consumers that really wants to play around with the sound from song to song. Even the toggle switch that is given is of a really good quality, has a nice click, won't really slip very easily. So hardware wise also very satisfactory. So Les Paul guitars generally come with two styles. One is a flat top and one is an arch top. So this here is an arch top. If you do not know what an arch top is, this has kind of like a bulge here, and the back will be absolutely flat. In terms of a flat top, you will see both the sides absolutely flat like this. It would not have this like a sweet arch to it. Playability wise, a really good neck. It's quite thin, but yet not so thin that you are feeling too uncomfortable on the guitar as well. I mean, there has to be a sweet spot where it's not too fat, not too thin. So this is something like that is absolutely perfectly done. So build quality wise, finish wise, and even hardware wise, a very satisfactory guitar for the price range. Would not really expect anything more in this price range, to be honest. ESP always made very durable and heavy duty guitars. They were not like very lightly built from the very beginning. In fact, they did not even launch any model that is that feels very flimsy. It was always a very heavy duty guitar. This should be approximately 3.5 kilos, which is a standard weight for most Les Paul guitars. So that was the color options, specifications, and first impressions of the EC256 and 256 FM. Now it's very important to check out how this guitar sounds. So final verdict on the EC256. Very good quality guitars, well made. Absolutely will fit a beginner and an intermediate. If you are a professional, it will suit you as well if you're not looking for very high-end guitars. So because the guitar has a coil split option, you are opening to a new range of sound options available with a single guitar. So if you want to play heavy music, you want to play blues, this guitar will support most of them. So in the demos that we have done humbuckers, single coil options, so that you know that whether this guitar is suitable for your playing and whether you're looking for that kind of a sound. Now coming to the negative points of the guitar, the EC256 does not come with any padded bag. That is something that a customer may expect when they purchase a guitar which is around 50,000 rupees. A padded bag is something that the company could have added in this package. Nevertheless, there are many people who wants a hard case, who wants a triple padded bag, so they can make the choice. Second negative point that I wanted to mention is that the guitar does not come with a good setup from the factory itself. The action and the feel is very high. This is across all the models that we have here. In fact, this is just unboxed for the video. So the action is relatively high. This needs a very good setup for it to be playable. So that is something that we can do for you guys. When you order from us, the setup will be done. The strings that are used on this guitar is EXL110 by D'Addario, which is a good set of strings. But again, there are some guitars among these that the strings are already rusted. That is something again that we do take care of. We change the strings if the strings are rusted. This, however, is not rusted. In the white guitar that you can see here, the strings are rusted and even the frets are a little discolored. That is not really a problem. That doesn't come under a defect, to be honest. It is something that a guitar might go through if it's remaining in the box for a couple of months. In a city like Mumbai, the humidity is very high. So anything that is being stocked for a couple of months, they do tend to get rusted. So strings can be changed. However, if there's a major hardware rust, that is obviously a defect. But other than that, a discolored fret or rusted strings is absolutely not really a defect. So we do take care of these little things so that the guitarist gets a perfect guitar right at the start. These colors may look different on the ESP website or even any other website. That's why we decided to showcase this in video so that you can see this in real, how this is looking. In fact, the ESP website's purple is a little different than this one. So this is how it is looking. The black and white is not really a problem because they do look similar as per the website. But any other colors like the purple or even the cobalt blue, the colors, these are the colors that you can see. By the end of the video, we are having a profile shoot of all of these guitars so that you can really closely observe how these colors are looking. So thank you again for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more product reviews and educational content. We are hoping to review more electric guitars because this is definitely more time consuming than acoustic guitars. But we are going to try our best. Please do leave a comment if you think we should showcase any other electric guitars. The links to buy all these guitars are right in the description. Please do check out the price over there as well. If you have any further doubts or queries regarding this guitar, you can reach us out on a call and WhatsApp support. We'll definitely help you guys out. So see you again next week with a new product showcase. Until then, bye-bye.